live.
All right. Live and direct.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect timing.
For the dogs.
They wanted to introduce themselves.
Bork.
All right. Let's get back into it. Back where we once were, which was obviously the middle
Of everything.
All right.
Right.
So let's get started. Where
are we?
Where are we? Who are you? Where are we?
Who are you?
What are we doing?
Who even am I?
Brenus,
Sir?
let us know what's happening.
So, we gave a little... First of all, I am going to redact a statement. I'm going to redact a statement that I made during the first podcast, and I'm so sorry, okay?
Apologies.
I just want to start off by saying I'm so sorry.
Yeah, she means it.
I take full accountability for my actions. Have you seen that meme?
No, I haven't.
No, it's like a running joke that every YouTube apology starts like this. Yeah, just like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, so the statement that I'm redacting is that P. Diddy's mom wasn't on his side. She is, and here's her statement. It's heartbreaking to see my son judged not for the truth, but for a narrative created out of lies. She goes on to say, the worst part of this ordeal is watching my beloved son be stripped of his dignity.
Rough city.
Like he allegedly
Sorry, Mama Diddy.
did to so many other people.
Right.
So it's just kind of like the shoe's on the other foot now.
Yeah.
Yeah, just play the right note. So I take back my statement from before.
Yeah, we thought Mama Diddy might not have been a piece of shit, but
look, and
as luck would fuck us.
As luck would fuck us. This is why you always have to check your sources, kids.
Right.
Because it apparently wasn't credible. I hope
That's why
everything else was correct.
Right. That's why I challenge everything that you say.
And that's like, I love that for me. So, we're here at present day with the charges, okay? The charges are as follows. Racketeering, conspiracy, a set of illegal activities aimed at commercial profit that may be disguised as legitimate business deals, carries a maximum sentence of life in prison. Sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion carries a maximum sentence of life in prison and a mandatory minimum sentence of 15 years in prison. Transportation for purposes of prostitution carries a maximum sentence of 10 years in prison. The charges stem from a federal grand jury indictment in New York, and the alleged criminal activity took place from 2008 to present. The indictment alleges that Combs and his associates, coerced, controlled, and abused women and others, forced victims into engaging in recorded sexual activity, which Combs called quote-unquote freak-offs, distributed controlled substances to victims during freak-offs, and provided IV fluids to victims after freak-offs. So I'm going to leave that part where it was, because that's totally good and dandy, okay?
Is it? Is that good?
Well, no, it's not.
Oh, it's dandy.
It's okay. It's fine. It just... So the next page of notes is where we're going to pick up after that, because it's just the other part of that was just reiterating things I already said.
Yeah.
That's what like all legal documents are, is just like multiple reiterations of the same thing. So a lawsuit by a producer who he has a lawsuit by a producer. This is fine, and I can do this.
One more
and
try.
I swear
You can do this.
I can't frickin' see.
I believe in you.
Thank you. So, a lawsuit by a producer who claims Combs sexually harassed, drugged, and threatened him. The lawsuit also alleges that Combs hosted, quote-unquote, wow, babe.
My fault.
Wow.
It was an alarm.
So professional.
All right.
We knew it was an alarm. What do you mean? That couldn't have... If you
It's
have
my
that as
phone
your
call.
ringtone, you're a psychopath. Okay. He claims that Combs hosted quote-unquote sex trafficking parties with underage women. Another lawsuit by Grace Omarke is how I'm going to say her last name. It's very hard. It's a hard word, okay? She claims she was sexually assaulted by Christian Combs while working as a yacht deckhand.
Is Christian Combs his brother?
I do assume. I
Okay.
should have fact-checked that. But he is related to Diddy in some fashion.
Okay.
Not the father, though.
That was Marvin.
Ooh. While she was working as a deckhand on the yacht for Diddy's family, she alleges that Diddy fostered an environment of debauchery. Debauchery. What does that word mean? Please help me.
Debauchery?
Yeah.
I couldn't give you like a verbatim definition off the top of my dome
Just
piece.
give me something off
But
of
like
the dome.
debauchery just basically means like general like it's just like when bad things are transpiring, like debauchery, like I can't really explain. I don't even know how to explain it to you. I wish I did. Sorry.
It's okay. So it basically
I'll
just
Google it and I'll give you
okay.
a
You
verbatim
Google it. I will continue with my notes. CNN released security footage of Combs assaulting a woman in the elevator bay of a Los Angeles hotel in 2016. The video appears to support the woman's description of the incident in her lawsuit. Other evidence against Combs includes audio recordings that reportedly show kissing sounds, a woman telling Combs not to touch her, and her asking if she was drugged. Combs has more than 120 victims that have come forward at this point.
Okay, I found it.
Okay, go ahead.
Loose, watery stool that occurs more frequently than usual.
Babe.
Debauchery, yeah. Debauchery usually caused by virus or sometimes contaminated food. Less frequently, it can be a sign of another disorder. Babe, I'm trying to read. Such as inflammatory bowel disease or irritable bowel syndromes.
Right.
Symptoms include frequent loose and watery stools and belly pain. Debauchery. Diarrhea. Sorry, hold on. All right. My bad. I read that word wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going.
Okay, so
I debauchery that definition.
So I want you fully present for this next part because wowee, it's a doozy.
I just found it.
Okay, go ahead.
Loose. No, I'm just kidding. Excessive indulgence in sensual pleasures.
Okay,
so it sounds like it's a good thing.
Well, it could be a good
Excessive?
thing. Excessive is not usually a good word in like the use of excessive force. That's not a good thing generally.
Yeah, but it just depends on what word you're putting after it.
I mean, I guess so.
I had like an excessive amount of Oreos today.
Excessive, that means bad. Like I had too many Oreos today.
Yeah, but like excessive to me might be like just a regular Tuesday for something.
Okay.
I had a sleeve of Oreos today.
Oh my god.
Double stuffed.
Sleeve? Like my arm sleeve or your arm sleeve?
Like a sleeve. Like they come in 3 sleeves.
I know.
Okay.
Okay.
These armies.
These are a doozy. Are you ready?
Oh, yes.
Okay, good.
I'm sorry. Yes.
Don't stare at me like an eagle. We always make fun of the owls in owls. The crows in Game of Thrones because they literally ravens.
They're ravens,
but they're not.
Ravens are big.
I feel like I was about to say something stupid.
You called them owls.
I was well, yeah. I was about to say, but they're not purple.
Baltimore Ravens, baby. Not really. We're Bucks fans over here. We're rooting for them tonight.
Yeah. Tonight. Oh.
As soon as this podcast is over.
Tonight, Monday, October 21st.
Yes.
Okay. At 7:16 p.m.?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, they're not playing yet, but yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
Go Bucks.
I will love that. I won't be on TikTok.
I'm convinced.
I don't know if anybody else is. Anyway, so October 15th. A woman named Ashley Parham filed a suit against Combs in California federal court claiming she was violently gang raped by Combs and accomplices in 2018 so this is worded really weird. She basically was on a FaceTime call with one of Diddy's friends. And she said that Diddy had been involved in the 1996 killing of Shakur, which set her up for retaliation. And I watched a video that went in depth on her lawsuit, and oh my God, it's disgusting. Basically, I'm just going to give you a brief rundown because the details are like really, really awful and bad.
Okay.
Basically, she met this man that she's on FaceTime with.
Right.
She met him at a party. She became friends with him, and he was like flaunting the fact that he was friends with P. Diddy. He was like, let me introduce you to my friend P. Diddy. And she was like, I don't really want that because I feel that he was involved in Tupac's death. P. Diddy then followed that up with, you're going to pay for that, or something along those lines. Like, verbally said that to her.
Right.
Some time passes, and the friend is like, hey, I'm very weak right now. Can you please come over and help me take my cancer meds? I can't open the bottles by myself. I'm too weak. She comes over, and he's like, hey, thank you for helping me. Do you want to see my new car?
Who's this that texted her and asked her to come over?
I don't have a name because I literally just today watched this video.
Okay.
But it was one of P. Diddy's coworkers.
Right.
So she's like, sure, I'll do that. And he's like, you want to go for a ride? Very suspicious that he was fine enough to drive a car, but he wasn't fine enough to open his med bottles. So they go for a drive. They come back. They come back into his apartment, and he leaves the door kind of cracked. And she's like, hey, what's up with that? And he's like, oh, don't worry about it. I already texted my landlord. The door just won't close all the way. Lie. Because then Diddy and 3 other people come in, and one of them is a female. Diddy, a female, and then 2 men. But they're not named in the lawsuit. They're named as John Doe 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I believe that the girl's name is Christina, but I don't quote me on that. Okay. I could be wrong. So they come in, and then the driver stands outside by the door. They come in, and Diddy's like, yo, fuck you for saying that shit to me. And they proceed to beat her up, hold her down, and just shove shit in there. A fucking TV remote.
Damn.
He assaulted her with a TV remote. P. Diddy. Allegedly. It's not been proven yet. But a fucking TV remote. And she said that they put some weird liquid up there too. She doesn't know what it did. But she couldn't walk her. It was so bad. She could not move after it. They did her real dirty.
Yeah.
And then the girl comes over and administers fucking IV fluids to her after. And it's unknown what was in it.
Right. Wow.
And there's so many other details to it, but that's all I'm willing to say because it was really, really gross.
Yeah.
Awful and bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they took turns. Super nasty.
Yeah.
All because she had her own opinion. Yeah.
Right.
Which, if somebody looked at me and was like, you killed that guy, I would also be pissed. Not that level of pissed. That's
Well, I'm sure he hears it all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Too,
Yeah.
And I'm sure he also did it. So, if you're, crazy enough to fucking kill somebody, I'm sure you're crazy enough to do.
Well,
even more,
if you're crazy enough, first of all, say that this gets proven in court.
Yeah.
If you're crazy enough to do this to somebody, why wouldn't we believe that you also had somebody murdered?
Right.
Because he didn't do it. He sent somebody there.
Right.
Allegedly.
Right.
Right. Anyways, October 14th. These are all going to go in backwards order. Most recent to not as recent. Houston-based lawyer Tony Busby filed, and that's who's representing most of these cases, if not all of the cases, filed a suit against Combs in which an unnamed North Carolina man alleged that he was 16 years old and trying to break into the music business when he was fondled by Combs at one of the rapper's white parties in the Hamptons in 1998, an incident his lawsuit says continues to humiliate and cause shame. And that's what I was talking about in the first part of this, where I was like, it's not funny anymore because he apparently assaulted a 16-year-old during that party as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's who that is. A lot of these people are unnamed. October 14th, a New Jersey man claimed in a separate complaint he was working security at a white party in 2006 when he was given 2 alcoholic drinks by Combs. He believes they were spiked with ecstasy and other drugs before he was allegedly forcibly pushed into an open van and sexually assaulted by Combs. October 14th, the only female plaintiff to file in the rash of new suits Monday, an unnamed New York woman said Combs asked to speak with her privately at a Biggie Smalls promotional party in 1995 before allegedly slamming her head into a wall and raping her, allegedly saying, "You better not tell anybody about this or you will disappear," before leaving. October 14th, an Ohio man who worked in fashion at the time of Combs's Sean John clothing line alleges he was in a stockroom at Macy's flagship store. I don't know what flagship means, but he was at a Macy's store at Herald Square in Manhattan in 2008 when Combs and 2 large bodyguards approached him, hit him in the base of the neck, quotes, possibly with a pistol, and allegedly forcing him to perform oral sex on Combs while making threats like, quote, "I'll kill you." The complaint, which also names Macy's as a defendant, alleges that the department store ignored his attempts to report the assault and had him fired from his job to protect its relationship with Combs.
Damn.
Yeah. So this man actively tried to tell somebody what happened to him.
Right.
And got fired from his job because of it.
Wow.
All for a Sean John clothing line. They sell long johns.
Oh. Do they really?
No.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember when I said
Yeah,
that?
I do. That was funny.
Yes, it was.
I thought you had looked it up since. And like,
No, I should have looked up what they sell. I don't think it's a thing anymore. I don't know.
definitely not anymore.
Definitely not anymore.
Definitely not now.
October 14th, a Georgia man working for a management company in New York alleges he was given a drugged drink at a party hosted by Diddy in 2021 that left him, quote unquote, paralyzed and feeling like he was trapped in his own body. Excuse me. Before at least 3 men, including Combs, sexually assaulted him. October 14th, a lot of these came out on October 14th. Tell you what. October 14th, Busby, the attorney working the cases, filed a suit on behalf of an unnamed woman who alleges Diddy invited her and her friend to a hotel room where he threatened to, quote, have them both killed before making them drink and do drugs and, quote, fondled, molested, and ultimately raped her in 2004. She was a 19-year-old student in Brooklyn at the time and had been invited to a party of Diddy's near her campus, according to the lawsuit. October 11th, a U.S. appeals court referred Combs' latest request for bail to a panel of 3 judges, but ruled he will remain behind bars until a decision is made. Good on him.
Mm-hmm.
October 10th, Combs appeared in court for the first time since his arrest, where a trial date of May 5th was set for him to face federal charges of racketeering, sex trafficking, transportation to engage in prostitution. So like that's that was on October 10th. And then October 9th, Combs' team filed a memo alleging that the Department of Homeland Security leaked the surveillance video that showed him abusing his ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, though prosecutors have denied the allegations and said they did not obtain that video until it was made public by CNN. So he's like, you guys are suing me? Well, I got to find somebody to sue too. That man over there posted that video of me doing an awful thing to my ex-girlfriend.
Without my permission.
Without my permission in a public place that has security cameras and has a paper, most likely, saying, we have security cameras. Or probably something snarky like, smile, you're on camera.
Right.
September 27th, Combs was accused of drugging and raping a woman on multiple occasions, with the woman identified as Jane Doe in the lawsuit. Further alleges she became pregnant after one of the encounters. She is seeking undisclosed damages. And then I have a little side note here that just says, I thought this was so funny. Diddy's lawyer doesn't expect him to take a plea bargain. So that's just better for all of us.
Oh, that's good, yeah.
This is good for us.
Yeah.
And it's super dumb for him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so very stupid for him.
I don't know if they would offer him a plea bargain.
With
if
as
there's
much
all this,
120 victims, I really don't think they're going to offer him a plea bargain. Right. Unless it's like...
Your plea bargain is life in jail.
Right. It's going to be something ridiculous. Like, how old is Diddy right now?
I think he's in his 60s.
60s?
I think so.
Hey, Google. How old is Diddy?
54 years
Oh,
old.
my God.
Yeah.
What you still acting like this for? Allegedly.
It happened a long time. I mean, not all of these.
The last one
but
was 2021.
Right. But, like, it started a long time ago.
Right, and he's just been acting this way ever since. Right. Oh, it's crazy. Allegedly.
It's allegedly crazy.
I really don't want to get sued.
Allegedly crazy.
This is allegedly crazy, but in my opinion, is fucking crazy. You know,
we may say he did it a lot, but we mean allegedly.
Just know that we mean allegedly.
When we say he did it, like Diddy raped all those people, Diddy screwed all those people on those contracts, Diddy, what else did he do? What else did Diddy do?
Giving people IVs, which is super weird.
Giving people IDs without a medical license.
IDs.
Giving them IDs without a medical license.
Here you go, bitch, get in this bar for me.
Right. Just know we mean allegedly. Frankly.
Yeah. So what they found in his house, and I'm sure everybody knows this by now, but in March 2024, during searches of Combs' residence in Miami, Florida, and Los Angeles, California, law enforcement seized various freak-off supplies, including narcotics and more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
Yes.
Oh, the lady that I was telling you more about her case, they did in fact douse her in baby oil.
Oh.
Yeah. Don't know what the purpose was. Oh, and the fucking guy body slammed her. Like, but it was so, like, the way that she describes it is he, like, laid on top of her as if he was going down a slip and slide. Like, he slid across her body like he was going down a slip and slide.
That's called a Superman. You Superman that hoe.
Are you shitting me? That's what he meant this whole time?
Yes.
Are you serious?
Superman that hoe. What did you think it meant?
I don't fucking know.
Like carrying her off into the sunset?
I don't know. Not this.
Not this.
Fucking Soulja Boy too?
Maybe. Who
Damn.
knows? Everybody's a suspect.
Any whoosies, 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant. And they also found guns, ammunition, and the seized bags of electronic devices, including Combs' personal phone. They seized the hard drives to his security camera systems, but that's all that's released to the public at this time. So I guess I made myself a little update here. They ended up seizing 96 devices from all of Diddy's properties, including phones, including his personal phone, security camera, hard drives, computers, and various other recording devices. And I had mentioned to you how fucking ridiculous I thought it was that he has 96 devices that could be like recorded on, because like that's really all that they were. And I know he like was a producer and shit, so they probably took his studio recording equipment as well.
Yeah,
but 96 devices.
Well, if you have 40 rooms, 96
40 rooms is also ridiculous.
I mean 40 like recording rooms, like you have like a hallway in your mansion, you have like recording studios all along the hallway. Excuse me.
Yeah, I guess. I fucking guess. I don't.
I imagine that's not the recording devices that they like apprehended.
Right. I feel like they just kind of went in and took all of the electronics just to be safe. So now we have recent info and rumors, allegations, things like that. So literally everything in this section, I'm not going to keep saying allegedly. Everything in this section is alleged. I'm just going to put that out there.
Everything this whole podcast is alleged.
Right. Besides the fact that people have filed these lawsuits. These, like, the only thing that is not a proven fact, or the only thing that is a proven fact is that Diddy is in jail.
That is true.
And people are filing lawsuits against them.
And his lawyer said that they would not take a plea deal.
And the lawyer said that. Yes, those are the only things that are proven true facts.
And his mama is sad about his arrest, but not because of the things that he allegedly has done.
Right.
But for the fact that
people
are judging him.
Right.
Right.
In a negative light.
Right.
Okay.
Which is unfair.
It's so unfair. Oh.
Poor Mama Diddy.
Oh. That's you.
That's you.
Oh,
You're
bring
nasty.
it around. It's like when a movie says the movie title.
Oh, right. Oh, it's Superman 2, The Return of Superman. That's why they call it that.
This presence in here is so insidious. She said it. She
said
the
it.
thing.
She said the thing just now. You guys see?
Do you see?
Do you see?
Okay. The next thing is apparently JoJo Siwa is fucking missing. And do you want to know why?
She must have danced her way into obscurity.
It's so funny.
Okay.
It's so funny. So apparently, as of the time of me writing these notes, she had been missing for like 3 days. I checked a couple days ago. It was 6 days, So apparently JoJo Siwa is missing.
Okay.
This is and I literally put in my notes, this is relevant, I swear. So JoJo usually posts on social media at least once per day. She hasn't posted in the last 4 days as of when I'm writing this. Right before she went missing, she was giving a speech at a dance award ceremony and said, and I quote, let me do the voice.
Okay.
I also just have to thank Beyonce.
Oh, very good.
Thank you. Just thought we'd keep the dance community safe. Beyonce, you have great music. We all love to dance to it. We love you. Anyways.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So that's what she said. And then she just continues her speech like she didn't just say that.
Right.
As I said, she hasn't been heard from since. And to my knowledge, as of time we're recording this, she has not posted on anything. She hasn't said anything. Super crazy. People are also saying Beyonce has kidnapped Sia. Sia made a cryptic post on Twitter, which reads, and I will tell you what it reads. I'm also going to show you what it reads.
Okay.
So I couldn't fact check this. I don't have a Twitter. So people could have photoshopped these screenshots of her Twitter post, Sia's Twitter post. I couldn't fact check it. I'm not making a Twitter just to fact check a silly rumor. So Sia's post reads as follows. Baby, everything your own nice cat eats. Kangaroo is dead. Nowhere and purple penguins every day, my egg. But if you take the first letter of every word, it says Beyonce kidnapped me. And I will show you here. Down at the bottom. Yeah.
You said Sia?
Yeah.
You can't see you now.
No, babe, nice. Yeah, so people are saying that she kidnapped Sia, and Sia is in her basement right now.
Okay.
And then I wrote this whole thingy thing. It reads as follows. Now I really don't know how true this one is because I don't have.
You don't have a picture of the tweet, do you?
I don't.
When was the tweet tweeted?
Couldn't tell you. You could probably Google a picture of the tweet. Now, I really don't know how true this one is because I don't have a Twitter, so I didn't look to see if the post was still there, but I thought that was wild. Anyways, the last post on JoJo's Instagram was 6 days ago, and her TikTok was 4 days ago. In the comments of her TikToks, a lot of people are asking what's going on and where she is, and even asking if Beyonce got her. People think JoJo might be doing this as a PR move, but it's still kind of weird.
Yeah.
Right. And like it seems like something JoJo Siwa would do.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now here's a list of people who thanked Beyonce. Side note, Kobe didn't thank Beyonce, and then she was seen smiling at his funeral.
Why would Kobe thank Beyonce?
No clue. No clue. I saw that in a video, though, and I had to side note it. It was very funny. She was, however, smiling and laughing at his funeral when everybody else was, like, straight-faced. There was no sound to the video, but everybody else was, like, straight-faced, and she was just, like, in the back with her shades on, smiling and laughing. Again, could be from a different situation. No clue.
No.
But, so Harry Styles, Beyonce, oh my gosh, this is insane. So, well, it's not that crazy, but Beyonce actually stood up before they even announced the winner because she thought she was going to win. Harry puts his head in his hands when they call his name. He low-key looks scared, I'm not going to lie. Like, literally, this is what he did. He was like, she stood up, and he's, like, next to her. And she's, like, putting her hand on her chest, like, smiling, like, oh, God. I'm so blessed, you know? And he literally goes just like this. He goes and like looks around.
He's probably embarrassed for her.
I also feel like that. Yes. And then he like stands up. He like goes and takes his award. And then I feel like maybe he thanked her because she just got embarrassed in front of a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Adele thanked Beyonce.
Yeah.
And you know, there were tears and all, but
she like broke her award in half and gave half of it to Beyonce.
Yes, she did. And like they didn't really seem like happy tears, if I'm gonna be honest. Did you see the clip?
I saw it when it happened.
Yeah.
I saw it when she was given the award. She seemed like somebody who was like just a big fan of Beyonce.
Okay. I don't know.
Weird.
Weird.
I don't either. These are all allegations and rumors.
Yes, sir. Very weird, though. She snapped that shit in half to give half to Beyonce.
Which, I mean, how fucking fragile do those things
That's
have
what
to
I'm
be
saying. I think I don't want one.
Like, here
right.
you go.
It's giving the scene in Mean Girls where she, like, wins prom queen or whatever, and she literally is just, like, fidgeting with it, and it breaks, and then she just starts handing out pieces of the tiara. Have you seen Mean Girls?
Yes.
Oh.
Please don't come for me, internet. I love Mean Girls. It's so mean. Girls.
They're so mean, and they're girls.
So fetch.
Very good.
Thank you.
Very good.
Yes.
So, Kanye West, he also...
Kanye fetch.
Okay.
All right.
He also thanked Beyonce, but he didn't thank Beyonce when he was getting an award. He thanked Beyonce when Taylor Swift was getting an award.
Right.
People are claiming that it was to save Taylor Swift because he didn't think she was going to thank Beyonce or something.
Yeah.
JoJo Siwa, but we already talked about her.
Taylor Swift and Kanye West are friends now.
Are they?
Yeah. I mean, and Kanye had a line where he was like, I think me and Taylor Swift might still have sex. Like he legit said that in one of his songs. He's like, I think I still got a shot.
That's hilarious. Megan Thee Stallion. This one was, oh my God. This one was super weird because when she did it, Beyonce was up on stage with her. And she literally is like looking down at the ground and she was like, I just want to thank Beyonce. Like, just like that.
Yeah.
And it was so weird. And Beyonce was like, oh, thank you, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Like, acting like she didn't just say it like she was scared for her life.
Yeah.
Like, she said it like somebody was holding a gun to her head.
Right.
Britney Spears, thanks her, gives her a weird smile, is like, Beyonce, and then Lizzo, she says, Beyonce, thank you. You changed my life. Even, oh my God, and a country singer got an award, and she was like, Beyonce, you made the most amazing country album. You changed the game. Like, Dua Lipa actually didn't. Oh, I put a side note. It says Dua Lipa didn't thank Beyonce, and she's still alive.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So then here's the other one. It's the J. Cole song. She knows. So, first of all, we have a little side note, and it's Jay-Z's birthday is December 4th, 1969. Diddy's birthday is November 4th, 1969. Beyonce's is September 4th, 1981, and Jay-Z has an album called 444.
I think you mentioned that in the last one.
No, I don't think so. I think I just told you that on the side. Because we were scrolling on my TikTok and you saw that. And then Aaliyah died August 25th, 2001. Left Eye died April 25th, 2002. And then Michael Jackson died June 25th, 2009. And then J. Cole goes on to say, rest in peace to Aaliyah.
Yep.
Rest in peace to Left Eye.
Left Eye.
Michael Jackson, I'll see ya.
See ya.
Just as soon as I die.
See ya.
Bum, bum, bum. And then people are saying She Knows sounds like Sean Knowles.
Yeah.
Jay-Z.
Yes.
Diddy. Both
Yes.
Seans.
Yes.
Beyonce.
Knowles. Yes.
And then Apple Pie is also a Destiny's Child song.
Okay.
Yep. That's it.
What was the apple pie reference in the J. Cole song?
Got me up so high, trying to get a piece of that apple pie.
Oh, gotcha.
Mm-hmm. And then we move on to the very most recent thing, Liam Payne. And you had mentioned it last recording.
Well, as soon as it happened. Yeah.
Literally as soon as it happened. And I was like, nice, tying it all in.
Mm-hmm.
You actually did tie it all in.
That's right.
Because this is crazy. So, Liam Payne died October 16th, 2024,
R.I.P.
at the age of 31. Liam fell from a third-floor hotel building in Buenos Aires, Argentina. Officials say Liam fell 40 meters, which is 131 feet, and suffered severe injuries which were incompatible with life. I have never heard any healthcare person say that before. So,
Well, they're from Argentina, so.
Oh, this is also true.
It's probably translated in that way.
Okay. Well, I'm assuming incompatible with life is that he was so muffed up from the fall that there was literally nothing that they could do.
Yeah. I'm sure he died on impact.
Oh, 100%. Probably before. So when you jump from that high, most people have heart attacks before they reach the ground. Oh. So they don't even feel the impact. That's why most people choose to jump off buildings.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. So Liam started his vacation in Argentina on October 2nd, 2024, when he went to see his former bandmate Niall Horan live in concert at Buenos Aires Movistar Arena. I can't say that word.
Movie star?
No. Maybe. It's Movistar.
Movistar. They're probably just spelling movie star.
Well, I like to put sass on it. Movistar. He was at the Movistar Arena. I did an Italian hand for the people that can't see, which are anybody but me and Jordan.
Argentina, known for their Italian
with his
population.
girlfriend. What?
Like for Argentina, known for their Italian population. Yeah.
So he was attending the concert with his girlfriend, Kate Cassidy. Liam's girlfriend had returned home.
What was her name?
Kate Cassidy.
Cassidy.
No.
Oh.
The other girl's name is Cassie.
But what was her full name?
Cassandra.
Oops.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you called her Cassidy in the last one. I just didn't say anything.
My bad.
She had returned home to Florida just a couple days before Liam's death. She states, I was so ready to leave. Honestly, love South America, but I hate staying in one place for too long. And we were supposed to be there for 5 days, turned into 2 weeks, and I was just like, I need to go home. This is what they found in his hotel room. The hotel TV appeared to be punched. The screen was shattered in circular formations. There were also a bunch. When I say a bunch, I mean a bunch of like rolled up burnt tinfoil. There was also a half-drank champagne glass. And I literally wrote in my notes, I mean, there's like so much tinfoil. It's on the tables, the floor, the TV stand, and even in the bathtub. Now let's talk about the table in the hotel room. So, you know, there was tinfoil that looked burnt, but there was also a candle, white powdery substance, a soda can top that had been cut off and that was also burnt, a green lighter, and black residue all over the table. Now, here's the theories, but I also wrote a side note. Oh, I already said it. This whole section is alleged. None of this is fact. I'm simply talking about theories. I really don't want to get sued or hated on.
Or canceled.
We just started this. I can't get canceled already.
So hard you get canceled.
I hated so hard that I get canceled for life.
Here's the thing. We can't get canceled if we just keep making stuff.
People have done it before. We can do it.
Yeah, we'll power through the cancellation.
We can make it through.
You know what? I dare you fucking people to cancel.
I fucking try your best.
Try it.
You got no dirt on me.
Try it.
None.
All right, don't. But still.
I crop dust people in the grocery stores. Try to cancel me. I don't care.
I'll still go to the grocery store.
They be loud. It's when they're mean.
No shame.
No shame. Just, did you just fart? Yeah, bitch.
Yeah, bitch.
You're being an asshole.
Breathe
so
it in.
Gave you a scent of mine.
Make you.
Oh, God. Anyways.
If I get fart on my t-shirt, I'm going to feel like an asshole. It's a Kanye West song.
Okay.
Nah, he doesn't say that. He says, if I get bleach on my t-shirt, I'm going to feel like an asshole.
Oh, okay.
You never heard that song?
What's the song where he is dressed like a box?
It's a song with him and Lil Pump.
How does it go?
I think it's called, I don't know what it's called, but it goes, I'm such a fucking hoe.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. And he's just in a box.
Yeah.
But it's shaped like clothes.
He's fresh.
It's fucking fresh. And I swear on everything, I feel like we went through a wormhole because I distinctly remember a fucking Kanye West song and everybody was making fun of it because the guy in the end of the song sounds like a fucking mosquito. He's like... It's so funny, and I don't remember what fucking song it is.
If you know what song that is, leave it down in the comments.
Leave it in the comments, please. It's so funny because he does kind of sound like a mosquito. Mm-hmm. Anyways, theory number 1. Nice. Theory number 1 is the obvious one. It's that he committed suicide. Apparently, Liam had been struggling with substance abuse for a while. People believed that a relapse is what caused him to take his life. People claimed that he wore a safety pin necklace, which, if you don't know what it means, basically it's him promising he won't commit suicide. Allegedly, leading up to his death, he took the necklace off. There's like clips of him like the day before with it on, and then the next day he's got like bruises on his neck and on his face. It kind of looks like he has a black eye, and he's not wearing the necklace anymore. Theory number 2. Murder.
Right. Muck duck.
There have been clips surfacing where Liam is seen in interviews name-dropping people and talking about situations with these people. The first video I saw didn't have much context, but Liam is basically talking about a party he attended, and he name-drops P. Diddy, Jay-Z, and Leonardo DiCaprio. The interviewers get visibly uncomfortable, kind of folding their hands in their lap and sitting up and making weird facial expressions at each other. Mm-hmm. The male interviewer cuts Liam off and says, "Okay, I think you've name-dropped enough." Liam then goes on to explain how he went over to say hello to P. Diddy and shake his hand, and Diddy gave him quote-unquote the longest handshake ever. He said he was thinking, when is this gonna end? He then goes on to explain that he went to lean in to talk to Jay-Z and says, and he literally says in the interview, "You can't do that. You're not allowed to lean in to talk to Jay-Z." So his bodyguard shoved me and I went flying across the room. So I just went and sat somewhere else. In another interview, he says, "Ignore Beyonce." The rest of it is hard to hear, but it sounds like he says she's a bit random. I don't know what he's exactly saying. I know he says ignore Beyonce.
Yeah.
The part after that, people were like talking over him. I can't exactly hear what he says. Now after all this is alleged, what? I think I'm illiterate. Now after all this, it's alleged that Beyonce was staying at the same hotel Liam was at. Alleged sightings of her were just days before Liam's death. Not only that, but again, Liam's girlfriend returned home without him just 2 days before his death. I watched a video claiming it was of Liam. Oh, okay. So I watched a video, and the video claims that it's Liam, and he is standing on the hotel balcony. It does not look like he jumps. It does not look like he falls. Like, you know when like you're pushing somebody into a pool and you kind of push in the middle of their back and they kind of go straight out and like down? You know what I'm talking about?
No, I've never pushed anybody in the pool because I follow the rules at the public pools.
I never said it was a public pool.
I follow the rules at all pools.
Okay, anyways.
I'm a pool rule kind of guy.
So, look.
Let me see if I can find it.
It was on TikTok. I might have saved it. I don't know. You could probably search it on TikTok, but that's why I'm saying the video claims, because it's blurry. You can't really tell who it's of, but he literally like goes out and then straight down, like his knees kind of bend with the platform that he's standing on. So like his feet stay on the platform, but his body kind of goes forward. But not like if he were to fall off where you'd go like straight down. You know what I'm saying? Like straight down. And he definitely doesn't jump because he's just kind of standing stationary.
He just kind of folds over the balcony.
Yeah. And there's also pictures of him on the roof of the hotel like hours before this happened. So what do you think about that?
I'm sure.
Excuse me.
Jesus. I am sure that if it was a murder, that they would have been smart enough to like essentially hold him hostage in the room and like make him post videos and pictures without like the safety pin you were talking about,
right?
You know. Now I don't know if he was like going out and about during those couple of days before he died.
Right. There's not really much information on their trip besides the fact that he went to Niall's concert and then this.
Right.
And that's like within a 2-week span. So, and like I checked his Snapchat and it's literally just the concert on his Snapchat.
Mm. But I mean, they would have his phone. Right. So what I'm thinking potentially also is that because they've been known, like P. Diddy allegedly has been known to like use blackmail to keep people silent. Right. So he potentially could have. It's
allegedly Beyonce doing this.
They're the same,
one
entity,
and the same.
and they do. I'm sure they allegedly would be partaking in the same tactics. Right. So it's definitely possible that she could have blackmailed the girlfriend into silence. Right. Somehow. Like, look to her. Like, so I'm kind of thinking along the lines of when Beyonce was sighted, she went to the girlfriend and was like, this is what's going down. You might want to skedaddle. Or the girlfriend saw Beyonce and was like, this shit's about to go down. I'm going to skedaddle. Yeah. So that's what I'm like kind of thinking. I don't know if she would do that to her boyfriend, though. I don't know. Why would she leave the trip early? Why would she, knowing that Beyonce was there, be like, hey, I'm leaving you here to deal with this person that is allegedly murderous? So she don't be murdered also? Well, what would prevent her from being like, hey, Liam, let's get in your in your money train and ride it on out of here.
Well, obviously he didn't want to go if he stayed and she left.
I don't know. It just doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like that's what happened. It doesn't feel like she would just leave and be like, hey, like I'm leaving you here in the, the clutches of somebody who could cause you harm.
Right.
It feels like they did something to her, blackmailed her with whatever they had done to her, and was like, get the fuck out of here, or we will release this, awful thing that we did to you or what happened to you.
They also have a child. So.
Oh, yeah.
They could have been like.
Or we'll harm your.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, that would work on just about anybody.
Yeah.
And then just be like, shut the fuck up about this. It'll look like a suicide. That's what you'll say.
Right.
We're not trying to, muck it up with having you as well dead and, potentially the child, because they really just were after Liam.
Right.
So that I would believe happened. But I mean, in terms of proving it, I mean, it's going to be really, it's going to be really hard to do that.
Especially since they set it up like he was, and look, they have not released his, what the shit is that called?
What's it called? I want to say biopsy, but I don't think that's what it is. I think that's when you check their shit. I think that's when you dig through their stool.
Oh, what is
autopsy?
That called? Thank you. They have not released his autopsy findings yet.
Right, but they did release his biopsy. They found a lot of stuff in his shit.
He ate so much leading up to. So they haven't released that yet. So who knows if there were actually drugs in his system at the time of death?
Right.
And they could have set the room up to make it look like he got into a drug rage and was like, I'm fucking over this, and just jumped.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Which
It seems very fishy.
Yeah.
This whole situation seems really fishy.
How old is his kid? Do you know?
He was...
Is?
Hold on. It's in here somewhere. 31.
Okay. No, his kid.
Oh, his kid.
Yeah.
I want to say like 2 or 3.
Was he traveling with his kid?
I don't think so.
Okay. What was his last name? Liam
Payne. Yeah. We also have rumors and stuff.
I'm seeing Liam Payne had multiple drugs in his body at the time of death.
Oh, sheesh.
Toxology report is what would have that information.
And they do that when they do the autopsy. When I was doing my research, they did not have
that fucking... So there's this drug called pink cocaine. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
This is like a newer drug. Really popular in Miami. White bitches be doing it. And, it really fucks you up. Really fucks you, like, your mentality. Like, makes you do crazy shit.
Oh.
So, like, there was one girl who did pink cocaine, and, like, you can see it on the traffic cam. Like, is just driving, like, not stopping. Like, just vroom, vroom through traffic light after traffic light. Finally, crashes into somebody, kills, like, a father of 2.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. I mean, she lived. She was in jail. She went to jail, but I mean, it makes you like. It's like what bath salts. It's what people thought bath salts were.
It's
like,
the fucking girly version of bath salts,
right?
Guys, it's pink.
It's bath salts for girls.
It's. I'm literally just a girl.
Ladies' night.
I'm literally just a girl. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So, I have like another page of just rumors, but everybody has heard the rumors at this point, so I don't really think it's necessary to go over them. Usher was involved. Kanye West isn't really Kanye West.
Well, we can do all this because we're almost past our hour.
Yeah, it's so oversaturated.
Three-parter.
No.
Three-parter.
No, it's so oversaturated. I don't want to go over it.
Come on.
Why?
We'll do a three-parter. I told you.
Why?
This is Juicy Matt.
I don't want to do a
This is
three-parter.
Juicy Matt. It's Juicy Matt.
I'm over researching about this man.
But you've got so much stuff that you haven't said.
Not really. P. Diddy isn't actually in jail. It's a fucking clone.
I believe. I don't know if it's a clone. You can find somebody that looks
similar.
like you much easier than you can create
somebody.
a clone.
I'm done talking about this man. It's making me sick. Like
I was pretty uncomfortable when you were going over the crimes.
Yeah,
I was like, do we even want to do this?
It made it so real.
Yeah.
And like it is real. This happened to people, and that's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, allegedly.
We know.
She knows.
She knows.
She knows.
She knows.
I know she knows. Yeah, I'm really over talking about this man.
Okay.
I'm ready for him to be put in jail for the rest of his life.
Leave a like if you want a three-parter.
No.
Nya, nya, nya. Aw, all right. Don't leave a comment then.
You told him to leave a like.
Oh, damn it. I was hoping I would have slid that by you.
No. It ain't no thing.
All right.
I listen.
All right.
Is there anything you want to add really quick?
Just that I was right.
About what?
About Liam Payne.
Oh, yeah.
Allegedly.
That was like foreshadowing.
Yeah, I was just like, that's this.
And I was so confused as to why you said that in the beginning, because you literally, like, we were on the couch and you were like, who's Liam Payne? And I was like, I don't fucking know. I do know who it is. I just didn't know him by name.
Yeah, right.
Yes. Oh, do you know who he is?
He is
He was in One
fourth
Direction.
One Direction member.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, that was crazy. You, like, called it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He knows.
He knows. I know. He knows.
All right. Is there anything you want to say to our fans?
I'm glad that there's fans already. We don't even have to know yet. We don't know anything yet. None of these have been posted. We just know that we have fans.
We don't know, but we know.
We know we're so cool.
Feel it in our jellies.
We feel it in our jellies.
Is there anything you want to say to the haters?
No, a lot of people hate me. It's really not that new to me.
Oh, okay. Sorry, haters.
They're like, what can they hate on? My voice?
Yeah.
This is the beauty of a podcast. You could just tell me how awful my voice sounds. I don't care.
I don't give a damn.
Her laugh is so annoying. Yeah, that's right. I do it on purpose. We're funny.
That's right. That's like what funny people say all the time. They're like, I'm funny. I'm not weird. There's nothing strange going on.
I don't have the tism.
I don't have the tism.
I do be risen with the tism.
Ooh.
I said that to my doctor the other day as she was cutting me open.
Oh.
Yeah, she said, I'd never heard that before. That's so funny. I'm going to start using that.
You probably shouldn't have done that while she was cutting you.
It was great. She was just going for it. She was going ham.
No fear.
Ham and bologna. And I was like, risen with the tism. And she was like, what did you say?
Excuse? Can you say that?
No, I can't.
All right.
Okay.
Well, that's it. We probably can't do that. Legally, we probably can't do that.
Oh my gosh. The whole video gets taken down for copyright.
Yeah, right. Sorry.
I did that in the last one. You think should I bleep it?
Nah. Porky Pig will let us get away with one.
Come on.
Shout out to Porky Pig.
Shout out to fucking Porky
He's
Pig.
a bro for sure. All right. We love you.
We love you.
Peace out. I love you.
Oh, I love you.
Pea soup.
Pea soup. And we out.